What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are reacting to Elaine Thompson, proving once again why she's called the queen of the track, dominating the 100 meters and 200 meters at the Commonwealth when it mattered the most. So thank you for tuning in. If you are new here, please make sure you subscribe. Big credit goes to the original broadcasters of this video. So let's watch the video until the end, then I'll be back with my reaction.
Well, the pyrotechnics go off. Natalia White of Jamaica, 10.97 seconds this year, qualified with 11.17 seconds in the semi-final. The 24-year-old will line up in lane number 1. Lane number 2 for the Bahamas, Elaine Gaither, a semi-finalist at the Olympics last year, also ran 11.17 seconds in the semi-final. The Bahamas being represented in lane number 2. In lane number 3 for Nigeria, Rosemi Chukwuma, Commonwealth Relay bronze in 2018, 10.99 seconds at her best, just outside 11 seconds to qualify for this semi-final. Lane 4, Elaine Thompson-Herah, the fastest woman alive, 5 times an Olympic champion. She starts in lane 4. A huge roar for Daryl Neater of England in lane number 5, the fastest qualifier, 10.90 seconds. The second fastest British woman of all time starts next to Thompson-Herah in 5. In lane 6, Julian Alfred of St. Lucia, second fastest in qualifying for this final, 11.04 seconds, 10.81 at her best. Lane 7, Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand, a semi-finalist at the recent World Championships in Oregon, 11.15 to qualify for this final, just shy of her lifetime best. And completing the lineup in this women's 100-meter final, she'll start in lane number 8, Grace Unwo Oku-Ocha, the Nigerian national champion. 11.06 in the semi-final, 10.97 at her best. So the women's 100-meter final, White, Gaither, Chukwuma, Thompson-Herah, Neater, Alfred, Hobbs, Oku-Ocha of Nigeria. Silence falls across the Alexander Stadium. The final event here at 9:45 here in the UK. And will it end with gold for Jamaica or England or Nigeria? 8 athletes, 1 race, 1 Commonwealth gold medal. Absolute silence.
Set.
Well, it's a clean start, it's a pretty even start as well. The Nigerian going well in lane number 3. Thompson-Herah, though, the Jamaican running well in lane number 4. Elaine Thompson-Herah takes the gold medal here in Birmingham. 10.95 seconds. The 5-time Olympic champion, the 100 and 200 meter champion in Rio and Tokyo at the Olympic Games, the athlete that had never won an individual Commonwealth medal at all, takes the gold.
Gave her a little shock late.
Well, I should never have questioned one of the best 100-meter runners of all time. She just stepped up and got that job done. She wanted that victory. She didn't want anyone else to take that Commonwealth Games title.
So she made a statement by coming here, didn't she? After being 3rd at the World Champs, so St. Lucia get a medal. She ran superbly, Alfred. She closed with about 10 metres to go. So she gets the silver, and I think Neater's actually got through for bronze. She came from the clouds, she has, it's confirmed. So it's Jamaica, St. Lucia and England.
She does look a little bit disappointed because she knows that she really blew that start then. The race was done and won within 5 metres.
No doubt about that. And we saw it in the semi, but she was able to pick up, but there was no Thompson-Herah or Alfred in the semi-final. So the 3 winners of the semis go 1, 2, 3 in the final. The form book holds up. So there's 5 Olympic gold medals, the second fastest athlete of all time. She's done the double-double. Bolt did the triple-triple. She's the only one to do the double-double at the Olympics. And now, here we go. So Nita, oh so slow, and Thompson's out well, and so's Alfred and Hobbs.
And what Thompson-Herah did so well was her drive phase. So she reacted well, but then those first 8 steps were so quick. And just that next 8 steps as she was getting gradually up into her running, she really made the gap on the field, and then she was just able to relax and do what she does so well, just throw those legs out and run over the top of the ground.
So it's 10.95, 11.01, 11.07. She's got such experience, hasn't she? Came to the Commonwealth Games as a rookie, so to speak, in 2014 and ran a heat in Glasgow. Went to Brisbane, went to the Gold Coast when she was out of real top form, really. Used that for training early in the season. But here's the start. Nita so slow. Thompson right there, Chukwama right there, Alfred right there, and Hobbs. She
just has great biomechanics, Thompson-Herah. She's got the high hips and she's got that beautiful arm action. And the relaxation through her face while she's running 10.95 is just unbelievable. This top angle is brilliant to watch too. What Thompson-Herah does so well is she stays in the middle of her lane. She doesn't waste any energy by drifting to the side. That was a fabulous run.
And competitive. It was just about here that I thought Alfred had the slightest of chances, but the champ wasn't coming back. Hobbs gave a great sign. So what a night we've had. Jamaica to the fore, just the 3rd time that they've won. It's been 20 years since it, or rather it was in Melbourne, wasn't it, in 2006? So not quite 20 years, 16 years since they've been successful in this event. On a gorgeous night in Birmingham, and there's the official result of the women's 100 metres.
Olympic champion over the 1 and the 2, and as of last night, the Commonwealth champion over the 100 metres. Watch out as well for Beth Dobbin of Scotland. European finalist, semis in Doha and in Tokyo last year. Dobbin will go in 4, and Beecher of Australia should feature in 6 as well. Well, this is Aminaf Mohammed, just 17 years of age, on the outside. A really tough lane for her, with the likes of Thompson-Herah coming through from the inside. Such a young, inexperienced athlete that hopefully she'll really soak it up. Isila Outcook of Papua New Guinea, PB earlier this season. She's gone inside 25 seconds and will need another PB to get anywhere close to the shake-up. This is Jacinta Beecher, semi-finalist in Eugene over the 2. PB in Japan for that 22.7. 24-year-old coming into her very best form. Mauricia Prieto studies at the University of Alabama, national champion for Trinidad and Tobago. Just off the podium in the Pan Am Games with 3 of her teammates in the 4x1. She's gone inside 23 seconds, but not this season. Now listen to the reception for Great Britain's and Scotland's Beth Dobbin. The St Andrews flags are flying high after Ailish McColgan's gold in the 10,000 last night. Dobbin in 4 with Denisha Cartwright of the Bahamas inside her. PB in Division 2 of the NCAAs earlier this year. And now to the Olympic champion and the newly crowned Commonwealth champion over 100 metres. We've had a lot of the women's finalists from last night not starting. Not the case for Thompson-Herah, fully embracing the Commonwealth experience, and the championship is richer, much richer for her participation. Thompson-Herah of Jamaica in 2, Cartwright Bahamas in 3, Dobbin Scotland 4, Prieto Trinidad in 5, Beecher Australia 6, Apcup Papua New Guinea in 7, Mohammed the Maldives in lane 8. Excellent qualification so far. And Bomber 23.2, Das 23.4, White Jamaica 23.6, and Ofili from Nigeria 22.71. What will we see here from the newly crowned 100-metre champion Thompson-Herah in lane 2, 5th heat of the 200 metres.
Set.
An expectant hush around the stadium. You can hear a pin drop. Thompson-Herah has Cartwright to chase. Going well is Beecher. Coming round that bend with Beth Dobbin also in the mix for one of these top 3 automatic places. but Thompson-Herah is floating down the track. Dobbin closing in on Beecher. Herah jogs across the line. Dobbin second, Beecher third, 22.80. She's 900 slower than Ofili from the previous heat, but that looked utterly effortless. She's helped a little bit by that handy tailwind, but I don't know about you, Steph, I'm just so impressed at the maturity of Thompson-Herah and how much respect she's paying these Commonwealth titles by being here.
100%. When I was holding my breath until the start of the heats, waiting to see if she would come out, and especially after so many athletes did have the DNS. And again, I think that just speaks to 22.39 in the World Championships for 7th place. That's still a great time, but for her standards, it wasn't enough. And this is someone who has come back determined to write her own story to end off this season. It was a great start from Thompson-Herah, but also from Dobbin and from Beecher. And again, the 200 rounds, you have to put the work in up front, and you can kind of see a bit later on down the race if you can take the burners off. We see Elaine as she gets into her smooth running, but Dobbin and Beecher are still fighting to make sure they're going to be in that top 3 automatic qualifying place.
Yeah, it's just brilliant to have her here. Beth Dobbin, such a popular British and Scottish athlete, coming through to outdip Beecher. And by the way, the non-automatic 6th spot has now tickled its way up to 24.49. Cartwright of the Bahamas from this heat. It was previously Bayou of Papua New Guinea, but Cartwright, who had a decent run there, the young Bahamian, is just about holding on to a non-automatic spot, but that was nothing more than a jog there at the end from the Olympic champion. I think she's just determined to race as much as she can when she's feeling fit, because despite the fact that she's a quadruple individual Olympic champion, not even bringing into account the relays, over the years intermittently she's had a torrid time with all sorts of injuries, and she's obviously come here feeling like she's in the mood, feeling like she's in the groove. She's done the 1, why not the 2?
I think as an athlete, you never know when your time's going to be done. You have to take every opportunity you can when your body is fit.
Well, you can see the strength of that wind that was helping Elaine Thompson-Herah, but she was met by enormous talent. At 22.80, Beth Dobbin coming through to outdip Beecher. Prito already guaranteed a place in the semi-finals, because we've only got one more heat to come. Cartwright just about holding on to a non-automatic spot, but we'll keep a close eye on 24.
Alright guys, let's talk about what we just watched. First, the 100 meters. Elaine Thompson won the Commonwealth 100 meter title in 10.95 seconds. Now, some people hear 10.95 and think, well, that's not her fastest. And they are right. Her personal best is 10.54 seconds, which makes her the 2nd fastest woman in history, behind Florence Griffin, who ran in 10.49 seconds back in 1988. So 10.95 is not about being the fastest she's ever been. It's about championship execution. Championship races are not about chasing personal bests. They are about winning rounds, handling pressure, and even delivering when it counts. And that's what Elaine does best than almost everyone. What stands out to me is her drive phase. The first 30 meters of a sprint decides the positioning. Elaine stays low, powerful, and aggressive out of the blocks. Her shin angles are clean, her arm drive is controlled, she doesn't panic, and most importantly, she doesn't tighten up. So at maximum velocity, relaxation is everything. And you can actually see it in her face. No strain, no panic, just controlled speed. That composure is what people call her championship DNA. Now let's talk about the 200 meters. She ran in 22.8 seconds to win gold. Again, not her personal best. Her personal best is 21.53 seconds, which ranks her among the fastest women ever. But the 200 meters is a technical race. The curve separates good sprinters from elite sprinters. You have to manage balance, lean, straight pattern, and force while fighting centrifugal pressure on the bends. Elaine doesn't attack the curve recklessly. She builds through it. And then when she exits into the straight, she opens up smoothly. That shows experience. It also shows intelligence and confidence. Now let's zoom out a bit. Elaine Thompson is a 5-time Olympic gold medalist. She won the 100 and 200 meter double at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Then she defended that same double at the Tokyo Olympics. That makes her the first woman since Florence Griffiths to defend the Olympic sprint double. That's not just fast, that's historic. And what makes her story even more powerful is that between 2017 and 2019, she struggled with injuries. She placed 5th at the 100 meters 2017 World Championships. She finished 4th in the 200 meters at the 2019 World Championships. People questioned her. People wondered if Rio was her peak. Then in Tokyo, she came back and ran 10.61 seconds in the Olympic final. And that is an Olympic record. That was second fastest time ever run at the time. And that's not a small comeback. That's dominance returning. Now, we also have to talk about Jamaica, because Jamaican's women's sprint program is not an accident. The high school system in Jamaica, especially the boys and girls championships, builds competitive toughness from a young age. These athletes grow up under pressure. So when they reach global championships, the moment doesn't overwhelm them. It feels familiar. And Elaine fits perfectly into that lineage. And what separates her is not just speed. It's timing, it's execution, it's knowing how to deliver in finals. A lot of athletes can run fast in Diamond League meets, but championship rounds are different. You have heats, semifinals, media, expectations, national pride. Elaine consistently shows up in the final. So that's why she is called the queen of the track. Not because she talks, not because she trains, but because she wins when it matters most. And the 100 and 200 meters double is not easy. It has different energy demands, different fatigue patterns, different technical requirements. Very few women in history have mastered both at the highest level. Elaine has done it twice at the Olympics. That places her permanently in sprinting history. Elaine Thompson is one of the greatest sprinters the sport has ever seen. And whether you rank her number 1 or number 2 all time, her legacy is secure. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. I would say that she is simply Jamaica's finest. So let me know in the comment sections who you think is the greatest female sprinter of all time. Elaine, Florence Griffiths, Shelly-Ann. So let's talk about it. Drop your comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, please consider subscribing. Most of you have not yet subscribed, and for those who are returning, thank you so much for your support. Also, if you want more athletics breakdown, please let me know who you think I should react to next. So thank you guys for watching. Also, don't forget to share and give this video a thumbs up. So I'll see you guys in the next one.